This episode is dedicated to the memory of two people, my grandmother, Maria José Correia, and my friend André Ferreira, two exceptional human beings, and we will miss you both. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Made of Things. You know what? Never mind everyone, I'm talking to you right now, and I'd like to know how you are. Yes, you. And I am asking earnestly, and I don't think people ask that to each other enough in earnest terms, because feelings are important. And this is an episode that is going to be filled with feelings, and I'm not even being facetious about this in any way. Okay, so on the show this week, we have Mary Timony's Ex-Hex, but we'll get to that a little later. First, a disclaimer, I do apologize for the more serious notes coming up in this introduction, because I do want to address a couple of things, you are certainly, as a listener, looking to be entertained, but I would really like this to be a different episode. One thing I would hope you notice is that we were away for a while. The last episode was recorded in Brighton, England, while I was on vacation, and since then a lot of things have happened. In fact, a lot of things happened while I was there, namely me watching the King Crimson show and having a chat with Pat Mastelotto, which we put out the other week, or the last episode, and other things happened involving the comedian Stuart Lee and James Murphy from LCD Sound System. But we'll put that to the side this week, as I would like to address more serious issues regarding mortality. As you might have guessed from the first words on this audio file, my grandmother has passed away. And you have, as a listener, no business knowing this, but I would also like this podcast to alternate ridiculous silliness with also very real feelings, and I simply cannot not address something that is as important to me as this, because my family's always been pretty close, and she was the last of my elder members of the family, I guess, my grandparents to leave us. And considering my grandmother's passing, I have been away for mourning purposes, and I don't feel like I should be having any sort of comedic output at all for the time being. She was bedridden for almost 10 years, but had a stroke in September last year, and recently she had a second stroke. Sometimes strokes have barely any effect, but this wasn't the case. These were pretty harsh, and already on a sickly and bedridden person. Back in 2006, she was diagnosed with some sort of degenerative and chronic mental illness similar to Alzheimer's. She couldn't speak and barely opened her eyes, and doctors told us it was only going to get worse from there. But she got taken care of and started losing weight rapidly, which seemed to benefit her brain agility and all sorts of bodily functions. So she started to talk, and then slowly started to be able to hold conversations, and ultimately she even went on to, much to our surprise, went on to mention new information, not just stories from decades ago. And this only goes to show that doctors do their best. One can only hope, and each case is different, and every person is different, and every person's bodies are different, and every person's biology is individual, it seems. So there's only medicine seems to be only a certain set of rules that seem to go together, but regarding us all. But having been told this, it was a gift to have my grandmother come back to us at 80 or 90%, and one can only be thankful that we had this opportunity, even though it was a very painful opportunity, and obviously she wasn't at 100%. But having been told that she wasn't going to come back, and then having done so, or done the opposite, having come back, I mean, one of those is correct. It's very, one can only be thankful for what happened. So, and, after the stroke last year, she became much worse, especially after the second one recently. Ultimately, she did not make it and succumbed to infection, which affected her organs. From, believe it or not, I'm not sure if people are aware of this, but from having been bedridden for such a long time, so your body actually starts to, you cannot be held against anything for that long. So, I helped my family with the services, and it was hard, as it has to be. And I was also asked to read the equivalent to some sort of eulogy at the service, kind of, just like symbolically, just a rite or a passage from the Bible, I mean. So this is more of a sort of personal information thing that I would like to leave for posterity, more than it actually, matters to you. Okay, so also, the week prior to this, a friend of mine also passed away. His name was André Ferreira. He was only 29 and had been increasingly suffering from this rare breed of brain tumors. He was a journalist for Portugal's biggest news agency, which is called Lusa, and was recently working in Belgium covering the European Parliament issues, and even had the government, the Portuguese government, write the condolences, the national condolences. So, Andrea became my friend not too long ago, when we attended Primavera Sound in Barcelona last year. So this was like a year and a half ago, and he had already been suffering from this illness, and you really weren't able to tell, that he had such an illness from the way he dealt with it, which was living life very intensely, and it really felt like he didn't let the thing stop him, So, also my grandmother, 10 years of, dealing with illness and not being able to do much because you're stuck in bed, and having gone through that for such a long time, it's really quite impressive. Really, I was very proud of her, but and proud of Andrea as well, because this is always very inspirational. I have never met anyone who said anything bad about André. His sheer happiness was contagious, and was one of those human beings that really showed you how you should live your life. None of us are here on earth for that long, but we should take this opportunity in a positive way. I mean, as much as possible, because sometimes you can't really, but as much as you can. I mean, all these things, human relations and short time limit that we have on Earth, or alive, or whatever. Well, we're on Earth. It's not spiritual, I guess. But while we're here, like, all these things are very hard to deal with. But what can you do? There's actually a Japanese expression which is shogunai, or shoganai, meaning it cannot be helped. It really runs deep and really means a lot of different things, but I'm going to choose to have it be like, there's nothing you can do, and it's tragic, but you should really love your close ones, and try to love everyone, really. Okay, so one of my best friends passed away a little over a year ago from an unexpected illness, and that was also a tragic story. The silver lining here, though, is that it managed to bring together a group of mutual friends, including myself, who had become less close in the past decade, and now we talk almost on a daily basis, really, and actually we just had dinner like 3 nights ago together. So, I don't mean to be superficial, but if you're clutching at straws and having a hard time, remember to bring your loved ones closer. They'll probably be there for you. Let it be a reminder of the good things. Let the departure of people be a reminder of the good things that are still around, and that you should have a little bit more of those for yourself. Also, one last rule, don't be an asshole. Okay, sorry for the grim subject, and we're going to go back to the show now. On the show this week, we have the lovely X-Hex, and not the XX, as virtually everyone seems to ask when I talk about X-Hex. But I do mean Mary Timony's new band, along with Laura Harris and Betsy Wright. If you don't know who Mary Timony is, she is one of the quintessential indie girls from back in the 90s. I used to really, really like her band Helium, and honestly, it's really comforting that awesome people from back in the day are still putting out rad records, which is the case with Rips, the album X-Hex put out in 2014 on Merge Records, which is an amazing label. The band played both editions of Primavera Sound this year. We're talking 2015, and yes, we're still doing Primavera Sound, and we still have more Primavera Sound to come too, so you best hold on to your horses, because you own horses now, apparently. So you should be checking out the podcast in the coming weeks on top of your horsey horse. I got the chance to catch up with the girls in the Porto edition of the festival. It's pretty funny that this actually happened at all, because Mary Timony was one of my kinda teenage puppy love crushes. And I mean this in the most innocent of ways too, so don't be thinking bad things, you naughty naughties. So, and the band went on to play an excellent show. You'll actually hear me saying this pretty often. You have so far, haven't you? If you've been listening to the other episodes. But I guess I just know how to pick my podcast guests, huh? Because usually I'll go say they're lovely people and that they play awesome shows. Because, I don't know, I just have a good taste, I guess. Also, I should say that my sister is also there during the interview. So here is a little chat with Mary, Betsy, and Laura, X-Hex. Walking around and also over here and also at Barcelona, and I recognize you guys, mainly you're always recognizable because of Mary's jacket with the tiger logo. I feel like I recognize that logo. What is that?
Somebody I know got it in Chinatown in New York, like maybe over 10 years ago, and it was for this Helium video actually, and then I just had it on my wall in my apartment forever, and then recently I just felt compelled to put it on my jacket, because what else, it's just a big tiger head, it's really meant to be on the jacket. So yeah.
But do you guys have more tiger things? I think I've seen in other pictures and videos as well. Videos you have another tiger thing, another tiger jacket of sorts, or a shirt, I think.
Oh, we do both actually have shirts that have my shirt has a lion on it and her shirt is a tiger.
I'm pretty sure it was a tiger though, not a lion. So when I saw it, so you guys.
Her shirt.
Oh, okay.
She has one, a T-shirt with that your cat teeth. Big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tiger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually forgot to do something very technical, which is I need you guys to, for podcast purposes, also to just say your names so people recognize.
Oh, okay.
If you could.
Oh, we're X-Hex. My name's Mary.
Betsy.
I'm Laura.
There you go. Now people know. So there you go. You guys just played Barcelona. I saw you guys over there. You just actually at the hotel. I was just doing an interview with Mineral as well. So you guys were just hanging around. So I was speaking to Chris, so I couldn't. I was not going to say hey, But you guys, do you guys love Primavera Sound, the festival?
It's been really fun. I mean, it's great to play here. Everybody's like, it's fun to see people having fun, and also we're lucky because a bunch of our friends have played at the festival, so we've been hanging out with our buddies. So it's been lovely.
Have you noticed any differences between the Porto edition and the Barcelona edition?
Oh yeah.
It's a little more mellow here. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it seems smaller and more. I like the grass here.
Oh, okay. Because Barcelona seems pretty chill, right?
It's chill, but it was a little overwhelming. I mean, it's big.
Sure, it's part of the whole thing, though, isn't it? Like I've been going to the Barcelona edition for 6 straight years, and it's always just fills your heart up. Just overwhelming in the sense that it really fills your cup. I think. Did you feel?
I like Portugal because there's like no really two bands ever really playing exactly the same time, so everything's kind of staggered a little bit. So if there's something you want to see and there's something else you want to see, you can kind of see a little bit of both. That's cool.
Sure. There's always time to breathe in the band. Right. Cool. Awesome. And it's also, I should point out, like from the get-go, that it's a privilege because you guys are awesome now. But I've been a fan of Helium since the mid '90s. So I was like 15. So kind of like a small, short teenage crushy crush, I guess, on you. So there you go. So it's just like, it's pretty mind-blowing that 20 years later, like we're here.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, thanks.
Leon's space song, and that's so adorable.
Yeah, that's what the patch is from.
Oh.
Here, let me show you. Oh, it was in that video.
Oh, wow.
It was on the back of the jacket in that video.
There you go. Oh.
That's why you recognize the maybe if you know that video.
Wow, things coming full circle.
Yeah.
You guys, the album's called Rips, right? So of course it is. But name 3 things that rip apart from you guys.
That rip?
Yeah.
Oh, 3 things. Somebody else go first.
Jeans.
Oh, wow. I rip jeans better than regular jeans.
Yeah. My jeans are pretty ripped up. I got a great big hole in the butt of these jeans.
And up next?
I don't know, like a really fast car, like rips, like sports, like when we go car racing, which we always do, like between tours. You could say that we rip in our racing cars.
Yeah.
My Ford Focus.
Yeah. I got a Mazda. I can't remember what it's called. It's like kind of a sedan. It's pretty cool.
Might be Mazda Rippage.
Yeah, it's a Mazda Rip.
It's French, so it's Rippage. So we're one short.
Oh man, I don't.
Trying to put you guys on the spot just because stops are fun.
Randy Rhoads.
Randy Rhoads. Yeah. He used to rip.
That rips. Yeah.
Rips and shreds.
He definitely does both of those things.
That's good.
That is good. There you go. There we have it.
Getting into my mind.
Yes, very well remembered. Would you say like Little Waterfall comes from what was that? Oh, the beer came alive.
It's ripping.
It's ripping.
The refrigerator's ripping.
It's refrigerating and there's no pun. I'm sorry. I apologize. Ripping. Yes. Thank you. Oh, by the way, since my sister intervened, she's my sister. She's also working with me now, and you have this description on the website when you Google it that the music that your older brother's friends listen to.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I'm her older brother, and I'm her friend. So there you go.
Cool. It works out with you guys. That's perfect.
It's true.
That's awesome.
Well played, XX.
Yeah, actually, we all have older brothers, so
Really?
yeah. It kind of works.
Is it the thing that pulls you two guys together? You'd say.
It's the glue.
Maybe, yeah.
It's the glue that holds us together. Our older brothers.
They all got us into classic rock, I think.
Yeah, they definitely did. It's totally true. It's funny.
That actually ties in with something that, because this goes on a podcast called Made of Things, where I just launched it, and it's based on the principle that artists dedicate themselves to art because something triggered that when they listened to something or heard or watched something in terms of a movie or read a book or something, and then that made you guys dedicate yourselves to your whole lives to the thing, so along with its whole suffering and its ordeals and the effort and its good parts. What was the case with you guys? Do you remember, was something that, I need to do this? You were listening to an album and was, I need to do this all my whole life.
I mean, the one moment I can remember where I had that feeling was my older brother taught me some chords on this shitty acoustic guitar, and that day I just got really into it, and then I was just obsessed with it. I was 13 or 14 probably. Yeah.
Do you remember what you were playing?
I just was making up stuff with these chords. I don't know. He taught me some Neil Young songs. Okay. Old Man. It's called Old Man. Yeah, that was the first song I learned.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Awesome. The first song I ever learned was Stone Temple Pilots, so it's the whole different generation.
Yeah.
It's plush by Stone Temple Pilots. Not exactly basic though, But, what about you guys?
Well, the first rock band that I was obsessed with was Led Zeppelin in the 6th grade. And then I just got into all their albums because my brother had them. All the CDs. I loved it.
That's a great place to start. It's an awesome place to start. And then you can reference Randy Rose whenever you want. There you go.
Yeah.
Because of cool musicians. I mean, that makes little sense, but who cares? What about you?
When did I think?
When did it click? When did you? I need to play music forever.
I don't know. It was either after seeing friends of mine play music in a at a show, or probably the first time I could play along with the song. You know what I mean, on the drums. And the first time I played along with Baba O'Reilly, The Who, and it was really dumbed down version. I was playing a really dumbed down version, but I was I can play music.
And you could, right? And you could, and it's true. When is it not? Okay, guys, I'm just going to go back because I had some more specific stuff. So you think a little waterfall comes from a tiny river or a big stream?
Is this a life question?
Yes.
The meaning of life, sort of deep question?
Again, when is it not?
Okay, does a tiny waterfall come from a big stream or what did you say again?
A little waterfall, because a little waterfall, right? Yeah. So where does it come from? Does it come from a tiny stream or from a big river? It's
It comes from a big river.
Okay. And then you carry around the waterfall, I guess, or just the image of a puddle in your mind?
Yeah.
Okay. I like wordplay.
Okay, good. I think it comes from a very large river in the universe somewhere.
Okay. Okay, cool. Do you guys? I just enjoyed odd literal questions.
I don't really know what you're talking about, but I'm guessing.
Neither do I. To be honest, but true, sure. But you guys on the hot and cold video seem to be having terrible food. Was that terrible? That looked really terrible.
It was pretty gross.
A lot of Jell-O molds. But some of those cakes were pretty good.
Yeah, some of the cookies. There was some soup with marshmallows in it that was really good.
Oh, okay. Soup with marshmallows.
Yeah, it was like a yellow soup with marshmallows in it. It was really good.
Oh, okay, that's unusual.
Yeah.
Soup with marshmallows.
It was fake food. It was art food.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
this amazing woman Jade like stayed up all night making that food. She's like an artist, and most of it was fake. We couldn't actually eat it, but we did, and then we got kind of sick.
Yeah.
That's why it looked not so edible.
Out all day, so some of them have been sitting out for like 12 hours.
Oh, okay,
It
okay.
was really fun though when we had the food. We got to have a food fight, and actually not super a lot of it made it on the video, but we
did
did
it for a while.
get really dirty.
Yeah, we just kind of just kept going.
Because food on sets, has to, usually has to be there for a long time, so it usually goes stale, right? And cold. And was any of it hot or just cold dish
No,
food?
it was all fake food, really. I mean, it was like
it doesn't matter, right?
marshmallows and like maybe
The
like
ham was real. The ham.
a lot of it was
Yeah, I mean it was real, but it was.
It wasn't supposed to be good.
It wasn't.
It wasn't actually
It was
edible.
It was
Yeah.
aesthetic.
yeah.
What did Ian Svenonius, who was on the video, did he have anything to do with the food? I don't know.
I don't think he ate any of
He
it.
was just drinking a cup of coffee, I think.
You guys good friends with him?
The food fight. Yeah, we're all from
Drinks a lot-
DC.
drinks a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
What does it feel like for you guys to like you're on merge now, and I'm wearing a Super Chunk T-shirt. I'm wearing a Super Chunk T-shirt, and it always seems to be like it's always cool to be on such a cool label, right? Are you guys treated well over there?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like the best label that there is. I think. I mean, it's great. We love it. I mean, I've known Mac and Laura since I've been like 23, and always really respected them. And I don't know. We love it. It's great.
Yeah, I feel very lucky.
So cool, so cool. And is there anyone else apart from Mac and Laura? Like, did you feel like we've been doing this for a while, and it's comforting that do you feel it's comforting that some people are still around, and if so, whom do you think that's so cool that person's still there,
Still playing?
Yeah, still playing and stuff.
God, like so many people.
Yeah, so many.
I
mean, some of the people at this festival, Patti Smith and the Replacements, and
You guys got a chance to hang around with them for a bit, or
no.
we saw them. We saw them.
I
play.
did too.
Yeah, we saw them play. But
It's a rare chance, right? And so what are you guys up to for the next? It's always something to know. Like, what are you guys doing for the next few months or something?
Well, tomorrow we're going to play at Field Aid in London, actually at 1 p.m.
Oh.
And we get off the stage at like 11, so we're going to sleep for like 2 hours today.
Oh.
So that's what we're doing tomorrow.
yeah, that's like all we can really think about as far as the future goes. Is how to get to that show and play it.
Gotta get on that plane.
Yeah.
And we're going back to the States, and we're doing some festivals. And we're coming back here, actually, to do 2 festivals in September. So.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Not here.
Not to Portugal, but to
Europe.
To Europe.
I didn't even ask, but is this you guys' first time over here?
In Portugal, yeah. Second time to Europe was as a band, and first time to Portugal.
It's been. Those are your glasses. There you go. I'm not even cutting that out. So there you go. Glasses fall. And your coffee as well.
Oh,
wow,
that's
awesome.
fine.
I'm glad I didn't spill it.
Yeah, it's okay down there.
The awesome jacket. There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for your time. We're done. Oh, we're done. Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Actually, thank you so much, and I hope you see you guys around.
Yeah,
the festival.
thank you for doing this.
Lovely
Nice to
meeting
meet
you.
you.
Nice meeting you. One time, guys. It's so cool.
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you guys for your time, and we've been treated by Merge all in this whole negotiation of the interview perfectly since the beginning. So you guys are in the best spot. So thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, so that was fun, wasn't it? Like, a lot of wordplay, but still, I think the guys enjoyed it. I certainly did, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, because can you follow us on Facebook at all? Well, you can like the page if you want, and you can also like the Twitter account and like Instagram. I'm really screwing up my social media now, but Made of Things Pod is where you can find us on Twitter and on WordPress, where you can download all of the episodes. We have more stuff coming up. We have plenty of stuff coming up. So even though we kind of had a month off, we're going to be in this for the long run, guys. We already have a lot of interviews already recorded, and a lot of material, and a lot of awesome people you can get to know, because ultimately this is what it's for. Like, I really enjoy this band. Are they awesome? Yes, they are, or are maybe not, but it's going to be on this show. So thank you guys, and come back next week, as we'll have a different guest. We might have the same guest. No promises. Bye!